Hello dear students, myself CMA Padmaja Buzruk. I will discuss partnership accounts. Go to study note number 6, partnership accounts. I will discuss retirement and death of a partner having special consideration. Special consideration for a retiring partner or estate of deceased partner in relation to dates contracted by the partnership firm. In relation to dates contracted by partnership firm means dates are nothing but liabilities of the partnership firm. Dates due on the date of retirement or death. So at the date of retirement or death, if there are any liabilities of the partnership firm, then the retiring partner or estate of deceased partner, they are liable only to the extent of their share on the liabilities. But if the dates or liabilities are incurred after retirement, then if the notice of retirement is published in accordance with law, then retiring partner is not liable for the dates or liabilities which are incurred after his retirement. But if the notice of retirement is not published in accordance with law, then retiring partner is liable for the dates or liabilities which the firms incur after his retirement. In case of deceased or insolvent partner, if any liability or debts are incurred by the firm after his death, then the deceased or bankrupt partner will not be liable for debts contracted by the firm after death or bankruptcy. Applicability of Section 37 of Partnership Act. In case of retirement, the retiring partner, or in case of death, the executor of the deceased partner, if the dues are not settled, then such retired partner or executor is entitled to the following. It is necessary to settle the dues of retiring partner or the partner who has died on the date of retirement or on the date when he has died. But if it is not settled, then they are entitled to get maximum of the following: interest at the rate of 6% per annum on the amount due to them, or share of profit earned for the amount due to the partner. You are supposed to find out these two: interest at the rate of 6% on the amount which is due to the retiring partner or partner who has died, or share of profit earned for the amount due to the partner. Maximum of these two. If the amount is unsettled, like rate of interest on loan to be allowed to the retired partner or executor is not mentioned. Supposing if rate of interest which is to be allowed on the unsettled balance is not given, then 6% is interest rate is to be applicable, and of course share of profit earned for the amount due to the partner, maximum of this two. Sometimes it is given in the agreement, partnership agreement, contract, that dues are to be considered as loan and certain percentage of interest they are entitled to get, then in that case this is not applicable. But for getting maximum of these two, certain conditions are there. We'll see the conditions. The surviving or continuing partner continue to carry on the business of the firm. That means they are continuing the business, they have not stopped the business. The business is carried on without any final settlement of accounts between the continuing partners and outgoing partners or his estate. They are continuing the business and they have not settled the account of retiring partner or the partner who has died. There is no contract to the contrary of the option contained in section 37, that is share in the profit or interest at 6% per annum on the unsettled capital. That is, there is no other contract or agreement which is contrary to section 37. Then in that case, they can claim maximum of these two. We'll see one example. Unsettled capital of C rupees 52,000. Date of retirement 30 September 12. Financial year is 12/13. Net profit earned by the firm after C's retirement. After C's retirement, they have earned 25,000 profit. Capital of A 57,000, B 76,000. C is entitled to get maximum of the following: interest on unsettled capital. His unsettled capital is 52,000, 6% of that for 6 months. Why? Because he has retired on 30 September. So October, November, December, Jan, Feb and March till the year end, 6 months interest he is entitled to get 1560, or Profit earned out of unsettled capital. Profit into retired or deceased partners unsettled dues divided by total capital of the firm including the amount due to retired or deceased partner. Profit 25,000 which the firm has earned after his retirement. Retired partners unsettled dues are 52,000, so 25,000 into 52,000 divided by total capital which is 52,000 plus 57,000 plus 76,000. So total is answer is 7027. So 1560 and 7027, maximum is 7027. So C has retired, he is entitled to get 7027. In this particular video, we have seen special consideration for retiring partner and the estate of deceased partner in relation to dates contracted by the partnership firm. We have seen one example also. Thank you.